Hello reception. Today we're going to be learning all about understanding the world. Now, I wonder if you can spot the tricky word from these blue words up here. Now, so today what we're going to be working on when we're doing our understanding of the world, we are going to be looking at differences, so things that are not the same, glue and sunglasses, different, not the same, and things that have similarities. That means they're similar. They kind of look a little bit the same, or they might have the same purpose, but they're different. So here we go. So here's a glue stick, and here is some glue. These are similar. Okay, so they're both glue, but they're different kinds of glue. Okay, so these are similar. So remember, this is similar, different. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at some differences and similarities, but our lesson today is not going to be inside. We're going to have a look outside. Okay, so you will recognize the place that I'm going to take you to. Okay, and we are going to be looking for today lots of leaves. So I want you, when you do this with your family, I want you to go and have or you can do this on your own if you have a garden at home. You're going to go outside and you're going to find lots of different types of leaves. So many leaves out there. Okay, so you look on plants, on bushes, on trees, lots of different types of leaves that I want you to look for. Now, if you don't have a garden, that's okay. When you go out for your daily exercise and you go to a park and you're passing lots of different bushes and things where there are leaves, you can gather some leaves from those places. Right, let's go and have a look. Right, reception, I'm sure that you can all tell just where I am. Have a look. But it looks very different now that you are not here. Now, so I told you that we were going to be looking for some leaves. So keep looking. Oh, I wonder whether you can spot any leaves. Oh, I can see some right over here. Now, if I just go in a little bit closer, you can see there are so many different types. So here are some. And then I'm going to move along. Oh, look at these ones. So there are lots of different ones. There are some that are very, very dark green. There are some that are light green. There are also some that are very long and thin. There are some that are curved, and even some that look quite spiky. Now, so I want you to keep looking at all of these different types. So when you are choosing, you can choose your favourite ones. So there are some that are very, very big and some that are quite small. So have a look at all of these different types, and then you're going to choose the ones that you would like. Now choose whichever ones you like. So really have a good look and have a good think at which type you would like. And I really want you to take lots and lots, because we're going to need these for later. So you can see just in our playground here the amount of different types. Some of them are very close together. There are also some that are, look at these ones here, down here. You can see they haven't caught a lot of sun, so there's lots of different ones. And right over here we have some. So lots of different types. Some are light green, some are dark green, long, thin, so many different kinds. So some even have more than one colour. You see over here, this leaf has more than one colour. So I really want you to have a look to find quite a lot of leaves. Right guys, look, wow, I managed to fill up my pocket with so many different leaves. Look at this one. Wow. So I have a really, really long one there. It looks almost like a piece of grass, but that's a really long one. Then I have this one. Wow, that's huge. And even though this one is also big, it's different, isn't it? They're not the same. This is a really long and thin one, and this one is quite fat and big. And you can see it's very different in its shape as well. Look, can you see? Very different. And then we are going to have a look, and here's a small one. Look at that. Really nice and tiny. And then I have another small one, but this one has a different shape, and it also has 2 different colours. Now I have managed to get lots of different ones. So I just want to show you that even though these 2 are the same shapes, look at them. Very different, aren't they? So although they're similar in their shapes, they're very different in their colour. So there is a similarity and a difference between these leaves. You can pick up 2 of your leaves and have a look and see if you can find something that is similar and something that is different with your leaves. And then I have other leaves like this. And also some of them, you can smell the leaves. Some of them feel very smooth. Some of them actually feel a little bit rough. So have a feel as well to see how it feels. And sometimes you can feel lots at the back there. And sometimes the back and the front feel very different. Then I have these leaves. Look at these. Beautiful. Look at the colour of those. So nice, that colour. Now, and some even smaller. Look at these. These are tiny leaves, and I got those on a big bunch there. Can you see? So many little leaves on there. And then this one almost, when I was feeling this one, almost felt furry. So that's a bit different. And when I turned it over to the back, it looks a bit furry as well. And then I have very different leaves. Look at that. And that's got some yellowy light green at the tips of this plant. And then we have some other ones as well. So these are from the same place, but you can see they are different sizes. So they are similar, but they are also different because they have different sizes. And then look at these ones, really, really tiny. Now, what we're going to do now is you can place them onto your table or wherever you're working, and I'm going to show you how to do some rubbing. Now, you might want to do all the similar kind of leaves together. If you want to, you can do a rubbing with the similar kind of leaves. Maybe you want to do one leaf that looks like this, and one leaf that looks like this. They both have the same colour, but they're very different in shapes. Now, so maybe I want to use those. Maybe I want to use one that is tiny and one that is huge. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper. So here's my paper. And then instead of drawing around something, you are going to pop this underneath your paper. So here's my paper here, and then I'm going to pop my leaf underneath. So I'm going to choose one. Oh, I think I'm going to choose this one. And now, instead of placing it on its flat side, we're going to have the back of it pointing up. So I'm going to put that underneath my piece of paper. And then here are some crayons. Now you're going to choose, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be green or yellow or the colours of that. You can make it as colourful as you like. So I'm going to choose purple because that's my favourite colour. And what I'm going to do is, instead of using it like this, I'm going to use the side of my crayon. And I'm going to feel on my paper, I'm just going to feel it to see where the leaf is. And then when I can feel my leaf, I'm going to start to rub just gently. And as I start to rub, I should start to see a leaf. So I'm not drawing the leaf, I'm just rubbing. And as you rub over your leaf, a leaf should magically appear on your paper. But it won't be green because I'm using purple. So let me show you. I'm going to go a little bit closer. Can you see how beautiful that leaf is? And if I look, this is the leaf that I was using. So you can see them there. You can see. Then you can change that and use a different leaf, maybe a smaller one, maybe a huge one. I like this one because it has lots on the back, lots of patterns. If you look closely, can you see all the different patterns that we will get from that leaf? So I'll pop this under, and if you don't want to do the whole leaf, you can just do a bit of a leaf, and if it overlaps on top of your other leaf, it doesn't matter. If you just want to do part of the leaf, so this is so big, I'm maybe just going to do part of it, so this time I'm going to use a different colour, and I'm just going to rub along the leaf. I have to make sure I hold it quite still, and then as you can see, you'll be able to see this in a second, it's starting just to appear. Now I'm not going to do the whole leaf for this because this leaf is quite huge. I'm going to use just part of it. And here you can see, look at that. Amazing. Now if you want to, you can cover your whole piece of paper with the lots of the different leaves, because now I've used that huge one, I definitely have a space for this small one, so I could put that one behind there and have a try. Now, so that's how you are going to have a look at the differences and similarities between the leaves. Maybe you can challenge your mum or your dad and pick up 2 leaves and say, can you tell me what is similar? Can you tell me the difference? Maybe your mum and dad can challenge you. Now, before we started, I showed you these 2 similar glues. So I thought, now that we have all of these beautiful leaves, we could use them for something else now. So we have just used them to create our leaf rubbing to see the differences and similarities, but I thought it would be amazing if we also use them to create a collage using all the different things. Now, you might want to do your collage with all the dark green leaves, or maybe all the light green leaves, or maybe you want to choose some red leaves, some yellowy leaves, whatever you would like. And then I'm going to show you one that I made earlier. Look. So I used my blue paper and I have stuck lots of different leaves on it. There's so many different ones. Having a look at my collage, can you see 2 leaves that are very different? Tell your mum and dad how they are different. What is different about them? Now have another look. Can you find 2 leaves that look similar? Maybe they have the same number of sides. Maybe they are the same colour or the same shape. So you have a choice. You can make a collage or a leaf rubbing. So you can choose which one you would like to make, or maybe you would love to use both of them. So I would like you to do that, and then it will be great if you could send me your magnificent pictures. Have a great day, reception, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.